What up, 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 and what is up? Yeah, welcome to the show. Another episode of Comfortable Being Uncomfortable right here, live from the DMV, as you know it. I'm your boy, Doc Ronnie Mac. What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween! Yeah, whatever. Big Robert has his usual costume on.
Scary ass nigga.
Big Rob always has his costume on, as you all know. I don't know what the hell was that noise. I don't know. Maybe it's Crystal. Is it you?
No, it's not me.
She did it.
What up, everybody?
Oh, she tried to use my saying. What up?
Yep.
What up?
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Except she sounds a lot better when she says it.
Everybody know Trent.
Who?
Yeah.
Who that?
As y'all can see. Where you at, Trent? Where are you, Trent?
I'm right here.
Okay, we live right now, man. Wake up. Trent woke up late. That's why he's not here in the studio.
Whatever.
Trent Meister.
All right, look, check it out, man. Big shout out to arcoutlets.com, man. If you have a business or trying to promote your business, make sure you go to arcoutlets.com where you can promote your business. Also, big shout out to Rock Bottom Music Group, as you all know, does all of our sounds, beats, or whatever. And they can do that for you, too. Make sure you check them out. Based out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Big shout out to them. Hey, check out officialadrianamos.com for all of Adrian Amos's clothing line attire.
Yeah.
You can check them out, officialadrianamos.com. Nehemiah from Brandon Bespoke is the creator.
Yeah.
Big shout out to him. Hey, look, man, a lot of stuff talking about. As y'all know, but we got to do the usual. What's around the horn, and then we got to do around what's in the cup first. So what you got over there, Big Rob? What you got besides? Never mind. Yeah, what you got? I was about to joke you on your hat, but I can't. I ain't gonna joke you on that, man.
Sorry, he gonna be your president in a couple more days.
Hey, he might be, bro.
Yeah.
Might be.
Drinking some bourbon, and I got a coffee chaser.
Well, Trent, stop all the moving around, all that noise. Trent, man, since you making all that noise, what you got in your cup, man?
Man, I got coffee, man.
Well, stop moving around. Making all that damn noise. Crystal, what you got?
I'm just drinking some Kahlua and Bailey's.
Kahlua. Yeah, I got that Coquito.
He been practicing, y'all. He been practicing this for the last 4 hours. So, say that word again.
Coquito. I got Coquito in my cup. Yeah. All right. Hey, matter of fact, a good mix. If you're wondering, Coquito mixed with some Crown Royal. What is that? Maple?
Crown apple?
No,
maple.
No, caramel. Caramel. What is this? Shit. Is it salted caramel? Salted caramel. Yeah, mix that. I'm telling you, you will not. You will
sounds like a stomach ache.
Well, yeah, whatever. Anyway,
stick with my 100 proof bourbons.
Mm-hmm. Y'all know what time it is, man. It's it's even though Trey ain't here.
Ew.
I can't eat. The motherfucker woke up late. That's what he said.
No, I didn't. I told you I wasn't gonna be there. Quit lying to people, man.
Well, why you ain't gonna be here? Why you not here, Trent? Since you brought it, why you not here? No. Since you brought it, why you not here? Tell the people.
Because I don't want to be.
Because he not committed, y'all. Anyway, go ahead, Trent, with around the horn.
Ow.
Thing.
Anyway, so first thing first.
Oh. My bad.
M16 for that ass.
Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, I guess that goes into the first topic.
That's fucked up way to do it.
Talking about, I mean, it is messed up, but Walter Wallace, shooting of Walter Wallace happened in Philadelphia. And I believe he was shot, 15 times?
14.
13, 15 times, whatever. And the city of Philadelphia has come out and protesting and looting. I know people have different feelings about about him, about the shooting, about the police, about what's going on. I want to go to Rob first. I'm curious to hear what Rob has to say about this. This is your hometown, right?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I actually hang out 1 block away from there. So, 61st and Spruce, West Philadelphia, man. That's not a that area is not they're not strangers to violence. And so violence, and that's where the cop got shot back in 2017 a bunch of times, and it's just crazy, man. And in that situation there, there's so much blame and so many fingers that you could point at so many different people. But at the end of the day, what it really comes down to is the guy was armed with a knife. The cops hopped around in circles. Cops don't have to move their feet. They're not obligated by law to retreat. And so when you saw these 2 police officers running around in circles, trying to put parked cars between them and the suspect, they didn't have to do that. By law, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just shot him to death where he was and just called it a day. Instead, they ended up in the middle of the street, as you could see on the video, and the guy ran around the car and came at him with the knife. What more do you want him to do, man? What more do you want him to do?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think that the fact that wasn't his mother the one that called the police and said that he was having a mental health emergency. And in that case, I think the police need to use discretion. I mean, you have a mentally ill person armed with a knife. I get he came at police, but I think it's not like he was stabbing them. I mean, there was enough distance in between.
I'm going to stand around and wait for you to fucking stab me.
There was enough distance between them.
No, there wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Are you aware of the 21-foot rule that they teach in the police academy? That a person with a knife can cover 21 feet before you can get your gun out your holster.
It was 10 feet.
It does. He was not further. He was not further than 21 feet away from them.
Originally, they had plenty of distance between them and the suspect.
And they were shouting commands at him to drop the knife. What more do you want them to do? Take a blade in the throat?
I think that it was a mental health call, and they should have had somebody out there to de-escalate the situation.
That's what the police are for. The guy was armed.
They didn't try to de-escalate anything.
De-escalation?
They shot him like 15 times.
He was armed. It doesn't matter if they shot him 35
What if they shot his mother? His mother was like literally right behind. No one cares about
his mother. His mother's the only the person that called.
She was literally right behind him, tugging on him.
He was a threat. He was a threat to not just himself. He was a threat not only to the officers, but he was a danger to himself.
Well, I think they could have handled it a different way
How?
Instead of shooting him 15 times dead.
That's the thing that cracks me up. And this is not aimed at you, but just people in general, because I've been fielding these type of responses from people all across, that I know all week long. Everyone has it. Well, you could have done it differently. You could have done this. You could have done that. But no one comes up with a solution.
Well, they didn't even try to use any, there was no tasers involved.
Because not every officer is required to carry a taser.
Well, look, I will say this. We don't know if a taser was involved because I don't think the whole video.
There was no taser involved.
I don't think they even had
Either one of them had tasers.
Now, look, so here's the thing about this whole subject, right? Mental health is a serious thing when it comes to people who are, suffering from it, right? So
Absolutely.
when they talking about, he may have been a mental health case or whatever, there's a video that resurfaced because this video is old. A white female police officer interacting with a white male who had a knife at her as well. He chased her around the parked car as well. He's putting the parked cars between her and him. What happened was she fired a single shot to stop the threat.
Yeah.
The question is, does it take 15 shots versus one shot? You have 2 police officers.
What's the difference?
Well, you stopping the threat.
Yeah, you don't.
So are you being trained to neutralize or to kill somebody in a sense? I will use layman's terms for some people that are watching. To kill a subject or just to stop the subject. And there's a difference between killing and stopping, because if you can stop somebody with a single shot, you can you can effectively do so. Versus we all know if you get shot 15 times, unless you're 50 Cent, you have a very slim chance of living.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But I mean, from what I remember the academy and from what I remember from my experiences, I fire until the threat no longer is a threat. So if I have to squeeze the trigger once, if I have to squeeze the trigger 16 rounds, reload, and continue to keep squeezing, my job is to neutralize, to stop the threat. I fire until you go down or one of us is dead.
So, interesting thing is, some of y'all know I'm a adjunct professor as well. And I had this talk with some of my students, and we talked about the case of mental health subjects and police officer interactions, right? And one of the things I presented to the class was I said, hey, one of the things we need to start looking at, or police departments need to start looking at, is implementing social workers or psychologists or somebody who was trained to deal with mental health situations to go on these calls, right? Yeah. And we saw and I presented to the class that there are actual PDs out there that do that. Rob, I shared this with you, and I said the importance of that is you have somebody who is trained to understand, to look at the signs and symptoms of mental health, and they know how to de-escalate that situation. Police officers, I get it. You know what I'm saying? We talking about crisis intervention skills and techniques and stuff like that with law enforcement officers, but they're not essentially trained when you have somebody who's gone to school for 5, 10, 15 years to deal with mental health patients. So if you take them out on a call, granted, you might be putting them in harm's way. We had this conversation. You might be putting them in harm's way, but they're there to de-escalate the situation. We don't know if it could have been a different situation, but we've seen time after time where mental health subjects have come out. Police officers have gone out and dealt with mental health patients or mental health subjects on these calls and ended up killing them because they didn't know exactly how to react, or they reacted in the way that they were trained. I will say that. You know what I mean? So that's the reason that I think a lot of people are saying, who do you call when you have these? And that's why you have a lot of PDs going to social workers and psychologists and all these other people to answer the calls with these police officers to better assess the situation.
Yeah.
Well, you have to understand the type of situation and the climate that we live in right now and today. Right now, everything is politically charged, okay? We have a movement underway right now to try to level the playing field between the races. We have a push and pull struggle between authorities and the citizens in which they patrol or that they shepherd. So there's a clash of the titans right now where every major power is at each other's throats. So when you sit and you say something like, okay, well, we have to deploy police officers to de-escalate situations and recognize the signs and symptoms of mental illness, you also have to take into consideration the people that are pulling these people's strings are the powers. They're the masters of the universe. They're the powers that be. And right now they're at war with each other. So they're going to drop everything down like it's racially motivated. This is a struggle against tyranny. This is a struggle against this, that, and the other, when in actuality it's not. Take, for example, the person that we're referring to right now. Everyone says that this guy was mentally disturbed. He was not.
Well, how do you know?
Because you could take one look at the type of person that this guy was, and he used that mental illness as a crutch to try to get over. This guy has an extensive rap sheet of putting his hands on his mom. If you want to point the fingers at somebody, wait a second. If you want to point the fingers at somebody that's responsible for this man's death, point the fingers at the dudes that were videotaping the fucking incident instead of stepping involved in between him and the police officers, knowing this guy and de-escalating the situations themselves instead of watching him get killed on camera.
We do know that if he would have, if those people that were recording stepped in and intervened,
they probably would have
got killed too. Let's be completely honest, because we don't know.
Only one person was armed. Why would the police officers turn and shoot the people with the camera?
Fear.
Because they've done it before.
They always said that.
Name one incident where that occurred.
Hold on. Let me say this. Because at this point in time, Rob, you know just like I know, when other people start getting involved, your senses are heightened, right? You start looking at everybody as a target at this point because you're like, I don't know who has what. And those police officers, while they may have had some kind of restraint at the beginning, they're already on edge. If somebody else would have walked up to them or behind them and said, hey, y'all know y'all stop, they would have probably shot just out of fear. just shot. We
I
don't know that.
I don't,
The guy
but
that was
I don't-
breaking
we
I
don't
up
know
can't-
that.
that
We don't know
fight.
that. We don't know that.
But I can't agree with that.
Look,
I don't think that
look,
you.
I'll
I don't
say-
think that you go into a target rich environment just because you're facing overwhelming numbers. Police officers at that point in time are taught to break contact and wait for reinforcements. And at that point in time,
we found out, Rob, that police officers taught a lot of things.
Yeah.
But do they
True.
also do they
Yeah.
care?
You
Do they do what they're supposed to do?
you do have a point.
And what about that guy that was breaking up that fight that one time? He wasn't armed and he was still killed. So you can't say that people that jump in the middle of it
I tell you what.
weren't in fear of their lives.
I tell you what.
Look, I'll say
come
this.
back
I'll say
to it. Go ahead,
this. I'll say this. So I don't know, like what was going on before or anything like that. I'm gonna agree on a certain point with Rob on this. Right? Is that whatever you want to say, if you look at what was going on, I don't think this dude, whether it was mental health or whatever, should not even have been on the streets. This dude should not have been. If everything that he had did, everything that he committed, right? He should not. And I'm not saying he should have been in prison, but he definitely should have been committed after everything that he did. I'm talking about, beating your mom, beating your baby mama, kicking and smashing police windows and
He
fighting
held
all
a
the
gun
time.
to a woman's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this dude should not have been on the streets. He should have been committed. I'm not saying he should have been in prison, but he should have been at least committed.
Well, that's the
Right.
that's the
Because
issue
of
with the
everything that he
broken criminal
does.
justice system right now, Trent. Is that
Right.
the criminal
I
justice
agree with
system
you.
is broke. So instead
Yeah.
of committing these people, we automatically say, hey, they need to be put in jail.
Yeah.
And when they
Right,
get in
right.
jail,
And that's
when they
the
get in
problem.
jail, they don't have those rehabilitative services anymore,
Mm-hmm.
any longer in the prison in the prison system. They don't have
Yeah.
rehabilitative services available to them. It's always wait till they get out, and that's the problem. But you know what? Hey, we got to move forward.
Yeah.
We got to
Yeah,
move
we'll do
forward.
this on the after the conversation when we do that after the show or whatever. We'll definitely continue this topic because it's a good topic. Everybody's got got their own feelings about it. So, but the next topic, so you've got Keith Raniere. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There's actually a special right now on HBO, and it's about NXIVM. And it was pretty much a sex cult. It started out as one of those self-help cults that turned into a sex cult. And this guy, he was sentenced, and the judge gave this dude 120 years in prison. It is wild. I mean, this cat had actresses and things like that. There's one actress that was on, I believe, Smallville. She's in jail now because she was part of this. She was bringing women, young girls and stuff like that to this guy. She was probably, she's pretty much being a Ghislaine Maxwell to Jeffrey Epstein. That's what she was pretty much
nasty
doing.
ass.
Yeah.
I love nasty.
So yeah, it's wild, man. But to me, he got what 120 years, man. That's wild.
Yeah. I mean, I think he got what he deserved after reading about some of the testimony with some of these young girls that were brought in, and he was grooming from the time they were like 13 years old up to when they were like 15. He started having sex with them.
Nasty nigga.
Branding the women with his initials.
What?
Yeah.
It's like some movies type shit.
Above their bikini line, he would like a cow brand.
Oh Lord. And people, and here's the thing. I don't understand this. It was Trent. Can you correct me if I'm wrong? Were they willing participants, or is this something that he forced people to do?
So the way they got these young girls, whatever, they were started off as it was, they would bring them in for the first few months as just self-help. So once they got them, then now it's like, all right, well, let's start to implement something here, a little bit of here, a little bit of here.
Yeah.
And it literally took like a year, 2 years, and they messed with their minds and they had them right.
Brainwash.
So I mean,
Yeah.
it pretty much brainwashed them. That's what it was.
Basic training.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, they had I was reading they had a secret it was like a secret sect of the organization, which was what did they call them? The DOS, which they were slaves. They were basically slaves, and they would not only brainwash the women, but they would threaten them that if they spoke out against him or spoke out against the organization, they had explicit material that they would release.
Oh wow!
On the females.
You know what's really funny is I'm reading a lot about like that they arrested 179 people in like Ohio or something like that for human trafficking and stuff like that, something along these lines. This sounds more like a cult than anything else.
It was.
That's what it was. That's what it was. It's a sex cult.
But
it was a cult. It was It was a cult. It was a sex cult, and yeah. Well, speaking about cults, 50 Cent came out and he reversed his course on backing Trump, and he actually called out Lil Wayne for that picture that Lil Wayne took for his endorsement, or whatever. But yeah, so everybody was giving 50 Cent, all kind of hell, whatever, for his stance and things like that. So he backtracked and is not
my stance is
Donald Trump. What's your stance, Rob?
I don't give a shit. I don't care what 50 Cent says.
There you go.
Right.
You know what I mean? Unless he's going to put some money in my pocket, I don't give a damn what that dude says.
When the last time 50 paid you some money, Rob?
Exactly. Why do I don't get paid?
Yeah.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I'm the one that pays him because I watch his dumbass programs
either, right?
and shit. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't
It's
give a
a
damn.
double entendre. He said, dumbass program. You watch the dumbass program.
I watched it, because power, because the Tory Norton is. So, I ain't
That's
going.
the one he said.
Yeah, so. I don't give a
He
damn,
also
and
care
I don't
about
care
Lil
about
Wayne
Lil Wayne either. Like I don't care. I don't care.
But
about
you know what?
these dudes,
That's you know what? This topic is actually a segue into our main topic. So we'll wait on this. Okay, we'll wait on this one. All right, this one we're gonna carry this one into the after.
I don't care about you, Trent. You a celebrity. I don't care what you say.
He a celebrity, dog.
Trent's a
But
celebrity. man.
why did 50 Cent reverse his
Trent got
course?
50 million in the bank.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about all that after this.
All right, so I ain't no celebrity, but all right, so two sisters, man. This is very. I've been and you probably, you guys have heard this, like so many stories of people refusing to wear masks, getting into fights and stuff like that at Walmart and all the other places or whatever. Well, these two sisters out in Cook County, they are they held attempted first degree murder because they stabbed a security guard 27 times because they didn't want to wear a mask or put on hand sanitizer. I mean, you come on, how far have we got? You talk about mental health. I mean, my goodness.
Hey, bro, that ain't mental health, man. That's just plain old stupidity. You done thrown away your whole life because of a mask, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. It's a mask. I tell people all the time, right? Y'all know when I start doing this right here, I get serious.
You get something. I don't know if it's serious though.
Fuck you. I tell people all the time that when you go into an establishment, it says no shirt, no shoes, no service.
Yeah.
It's no different. Just because you got to put something over your mask, half the time, don't nobody want to see your fucked up grill no way.
Oh, snaggle too fast. Teeth look
So
like
put on a mask.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, and see, I'm a Trump supporter, unfortunately, but it's mostly my crew that does dumb shit like this. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones going to 50,000 strong Trump rallies, and then 30,000 people catch COVID, and 1,000 of them die. We're the ones doing dumb shit like that. But in this case, I will tell you, in 1918, when they had the Spanish flu, they wore face masks too. And just like 1918, 2020, having to wear a face mask, it wasn't permanent then, and it's not going to be permanent now, you fucking weirdos. Put a goddamn mask on, save yourself, save the person next to you. It's not permanent because it wasn't then. It ain't going to be now. Stop being so
permanent.
who the fuck? No, it's not. It's not going to be permanent.
In
because
a lot of Asian countries, they wear masks.
This ain't Asia.
They were wearing masks.
And people in Asia wear masks because they want to, not because they have to or they're forced to.
It's because they've had so many outbreaks of
but they got pollution there too, and
yeah.
Plus, this is the Chinese virus, so with all that.
Oh Lord.
But what I'm saying is that it wasn't permanent then. It ain't gonna be permanent now. Just do it so that you can save somebody's life and stop being a weird piece of shit and trying to be a contrarian.
So, Rob,
That's all.
on that note, your boy.
Oh shit! Whenever you say your boy, it's always something bad.
Your boy holds these rallies continuously, not enforcing a mask mandate.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say about that, brother?
I just think that if you are the person that is willing to go out to a Trump rally or go to the supermarket or stand in line at Target or go to the post office and not wear a mask, you're wrong. It's that fucking simple. If I go to a Trump rally, I'm wearing a mask. You better be lucky I don't show up in there with a damn Breaking Bad yellow biohazard suit on, because I'll go to the motherfucker, but I'll be looking like I'm about to cook some meth in about 15 minutes after this rally's over.
See,
you know what I mean?
Hey, Trent, you do realize that's his second reference to meth on this show. So I'm starting to think that you have some problems there, sir. We're gonna get you some help.
Trent, go ahead and kick me a bit. You see, this is just all about meth and mad beats. That's what this show is about.
Hey, look. Trent hit all his topics, and there's one more topic that I threw in there at the end about this round the horn. Migos from Offset. Migos. I'm gonna play this video. I want y'all to listen to it. But Migos, what happened to Migos? I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago.
I'm telling you right now.
Put your gun up and I'll do it, but you got your guns up.
I'm giving you a lawful order.
I can't. My hand.
Sir, driver, I'm giving you a lawful order. Take your right hand and turn off the engine.
I'm not doing no orders. You got guns out pointing at me, bro.
Turn off the engine. That's all I'm asking you to do.
I'm not doing that.
Why not?
Because you got guns out.
That's my choice.
I'm not finna move my hand from my steering wheel.
Because we were told that you guys were waving.
You said
guns
somebody was told that. I'm a fucking celebrity. You know who I am? I'm Offset from the Migos. What? They're fans. That's why they following me, bro.
That has nothing to do with why we're here. We were told
I just
that
watched.
you guys were waving guns.
You just watched somebody beat my car up with a
around.
flag. What are you talking about?
I need you to turn.
You told me
the
put
car
my hands up. I'm not doing that. You put my hands up. It's 25,000 people in my
I'm
live.
telling you.
You're gonna get
use your
sued
right hand
publicly.
to turn off the car.
Don't move, man. Open this door.
No, that's not legal. That's not legal. You can't just open my door.
Yeah, I can.
No, you
Get out
can't.
of this car right now.
You can't just open my door. You can't just open my door. You can't just open my door. It's illegal. I'm gonna sue the shit out of y'all. Y'all know who I am?
Yeah, but here's the thing. So with Migos, if y'all trying to figure out what happened, Migos was driving to an event or
Offset, right?
I mean, goddamn. Yeah, Offset. I keep saying Migos. Offset from Migos. He was driving to an event or whatever, or whatever, and he had to drive through a protest or a rally or some kind of gaggle fuck gathering that some of the supporters of Trump was having, and
You'll have to spell that, gaggle fuck.
and they essentially started hitting his car with flagpoles and other items. So Migos drove off, or his driver drove off, right? And the Trump supporters decided that they were going to call the police. They called the police, and they told the police that Offset. that Offset brandished a weapon, a firearm. And to the grace of Offset, a couple of Trump supporters came out and said he actually did not. He actually just drove off, and that people were attacking his vehicle first. So there is some good in people. But I had to share that because I wanted to see what you all think about it, because it's going to lead into our segue of talking about celebrities and involvements in this political realm, and do we believe them and all this other stuff. So with that being said, we'll be right back after this quick. All right, so we back. Rob over there playing the air guitar. All right. So as y'all know, like I said, we have a subject we're going to talk about is the black community. Right, black community has been faced with a lot of things this election cycle. Right, comes to Ice Cube. Again. Ice Cube kind of started it off. Then then 50, and then Lil Wayne and
50.
There's no telling who's going to come out. I think
Lil Tunchi.
I think
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump. Who supported Biden? Young Jeezy, Young Jock.
Who the fuck is that?
Okay, so
he's going down. Meet me in the. That's Young Jock. He's driving for Uber right now.
No, then it wasn't Young Jock. Then it was Young Jeezy.
It was Jeezy.
Maybe it was Jeezy. I think it was Jeezy. Was it
I'm
Jeezy?
cutthroat up in here. I'm
Was it
cutthroat.
I don't know who it was, but a lot of celebrities have come out. Most notable.
Who is Young Jeezy? Isn't it just Jeezy?
Well, yeah, now it is. It used to be Young Jeezy. My bad. Crystal over here schooling everybody on hip hop.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I was saying, celebrities in the black community have come out in large droves, showing their support for either Trump or Biden. And one of the things that kind of came out about this was when we talked about earlier 50 Cent, who first came out and said that the Platinum Plan would do a great job for the black community, then reversed course shortly thereafter. Lil Wayne jumped in the mix and said, hey, the Platinum Plan will do this. And one thing that is notable about Lil Wayne can't read. Y'all didn't know that.
I thought Lil Wayne had an undergraduate degree.
No, the reason I said Lil Wayne can't read, let me tell you something. Just because you have an undergraduate degree, it doesn't mean
Don't mean much, right?
So the reason I say he can't read is because y'all remember when I think he was under Birdman and he was given a contract. He didn't read that contract.
What does that
He
mean?
was
He can't
fucking
read
14
or
years old.
It don't matter.
Yo, Lil Wayne
I don't
been
know if
rapping
that
since
doesn't mean he can't
Doesn't
read.
matter.
14 years
Doesn't
old.
matter. He's always been getting gypped in contracts since.
But that doesn't mean he can't read.
It's a joke.
Oh. Thought you were serious.
No, the only person that can't read is Floyd Mayweather.
R. Kelly. I
I
heard R. Kelly can't read.
Anyway, for this topic, man, we gotta figure out what's going on. Like, why is it that we always believe these celebrities and don't believe facts?
Money team. Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Why is it that we believe celebrities and don't believe facts?
Because that's the type of people that we are.
That's
No, well, I mean, realistically speaking, not to cut you off, Trent, but we don't have any black leaders. And so therefore, the closest thing that we have to a black leader in the community is a celebrity.
So, and that's a sad thing. So, what did Malcolm X say? Malcolm X said that we can't trust celebrities when it comes to leadership, right? And he was talking. Malcolm X was talking about a time when he was a prominent social justice and civil rights leader in the community back then. Mm-hmm. And I know who exactly he was talking about. Jesse Owens is the Muhammad Ali's. Even though Muhammad Ali was kind of tight.
Yeah, it was Sam Cooke, Muhammad
Cook.
Ali, MLK, and Malcolm X.
And
the four of them cats are tighter. I mean, especially Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was the man. Like, he was the motherfucking man.
Yeah,
they killed his ass on purpose. Make no mistake.
You used to hang with them too, right, Rob?
What's that?
You used to hang with them too, right? Ooh. I can't even see Rob's face, but man.
Oh man. That was a good one. But no, but it's a good point. When you're talking about even today, like a lot of people are going after Ice Cube, a lot of people are going after Lil Wayne now and saying they have no clout in the black community, but you also have those ignorant ones that are saying, yeah, and we even go back to Kanye West, right? Kanye West, who we know is dealing with some severe mental issues. People believed him and support him for his presidency and all this other stuff. And it's like, come on, man. When we gonna actually start realizing that we actually, the minorities in this nation, actually have a big major pull on how things turn out. But we got to stop listening to these ignorant motherfuckers.
Well, I don't think it's just minorities. I mean, look at Trump. Trump was elected because he was a celebrity. It didn't have shit to do with his political aspirations. I mean, he was a celebrity and people worship that. I think it's just American, and I don't even know if it's American culture, but it's
Western culture.
Yeah,
That's
Western culture.
To set the record straight, Donald Trump was elected because he was not a politician, not because he was a celebrity.
Both things.
There's a very big difference
I don't think
between
he
a politician
was it
and
Ronald
everybody
Reagan
else.
same way.
Ronald Reagan was a movie actor, and he was
Arnold
governor of
Schwarzenegger.
California. Governor of California.
He became before he became president, he was governor of California.
But Donald Trump was, he was a businessman. He gave just as much to Democrats as he did to the Republican.
But
campaign.
he was
not a good one. He wasn't a good businessman, but he was a businessman.
But he
he had more money than you and I got, so he must be. That makes him a good businessman.
He ain't got more money no more. He ain't got more money than both of us anymore.
That's because he donated all of it to charity.
Oh,
and he
bullshit.
Put his son in charge of it.
Bullshit.
What do you mean bullshit? He donates all of his salary to charity.
What charity? The Trump organization?
Get the hell
The
out
Trump
of here.
charity.
He
Stole the money
donates to
from the
veterans
cancer
groups.
He talking about the woman.
Didn't he take? Yeah, didn't he
He has
take?
to take $1 because
No,
he
didn't he
has to
take
something.
money out of
They shut their foundation down because they was stealing money.
stealing money? Kids, cancer organization.
How come you guys are talking about two articles I ain't never heard of?
Well, it's out there.
Well, then stop reading Breitbart and go read something else.
Yo, you should
They
have your
took-
black ass here
That's
so you can
facts, though,
say it to
Rob.
my face, chump.
They funnel
Yeah.
the foundation funneled money.
You can look it up.
Yeah, they funneled money.
Meanwhile, your boy Biden's under an active FBI investigation, but y'all worried about where Trump's money's going.
I don't care about Biden.
There is
Whatever.
no
The
that,
reason why Donald Trump was elected is
Hold on,
because
since you brought it up, dog, is it valid?
that is not
is what
valid.
valid.
Is the
Yeah,
is investigation
No,
valid?
it was proven to be a propaganda.
Get the fuck out of here now! Now wait a second. You want to speak on that because I will dissect your ass at this table right now. with
Okay, where are the facts?
that. Where are the facts?
that it was?
Yeah,
A
where's
guy
facts
that has
involved?
a guy that has a nightly show on Fox News actually has the original papers in his possession after they were quote unquote lost by UPS but recovered. His name is Tucker Carlson.
Okay, what
All right?
papers?
Those papers are documents that were given by Bob Bubalinsky, and also the laptop, the original laptop. Plus, they said they turned over from the shop in Delaware to the FBI, so the FBI has possession of it. Hunter Biden's under investigation, and that ties him directly to Joe Biden, which is also under FBI investigation.
Okay, well I haven't
Those
seen
Now
any.
documents-
those are facts.
Well, I haven't seen any facts about this.
Well, then stop watching MSNBC.
I've seen a bunch of articles that have been disputed, and
Those
then
but it's Russian propaganda.
yeah, that they said it's basically a
It's
made up
bullshit.
intelligence
Bullshit.
firm.
No, wrong. You got that. That's Hillary
Man,
Clinton.
shut up and let her talk, bro.
It's Hillary Clinton.
Stop.
Came
Let
out
her
and
talk. We gotta
said-
let her talk. She let you talk. Let her talk.
Good point.
They said it was
shut
a
up.
made up fake intelligence organization that came out and said this stuff to put it out in the media. The same bullshit they did, when they were going around and saying all that shit about Hillary.
So when they applied for the FISA warrant and they got it and they spied on Donald Trump and they spied on his campaign,
Okay, well, they had a valid
the Steele
justification
dossier,
for
they didn't
the
have it.
FISA.
It was not valid. It was not valid. They went back to the
They were
exact
fucking
same judge.
meeting with the damn Russians, okay?
They were not meeting with the Russians. It was a document that was put together by a MI6.
So why are half of his cohorts in jail right now?
They're not. They're in jail.
Or they were pardoned by Trump. Excuse me. So
It was because they failed to disclose all the information. But
they
when
failed
they
to
asked you a que-
disclose that
Yeah,
they
it wasn't
were
because
meeting
they
with
were
the
meeting
Russians.
with Russia.
They did.
But if you're the national security advisor, it's your job to meet with foreign powers.
It wasn't just him.
It was just him.
Security advisor at the time.
That was a dossier that was put together by Steele, who was an agent for MI6 that was contracted by the Russians and got his information from there, but he was paid by the Hillary Clinton Foundation.
So we went off topic. The topic was
No, if you want to go down the rabbit hole, I'll follow you down the rabbit hole, but get your facts straight.
okay. So I don't know who you're talking
You're
to.
not putting up facts, bro.
Because I'm about to say you didn't.
No, they're not.
You didn't put any facts.
they
You
are.
can't produce one thing other than
watching
speculation that
fucking-
says
I
that
was
those
just watching-
documents were put together by Russia.
Well, you going off
just watching
speculation
Tucker
saying that
Carlson.
somebody.
It's
had
not
the-
speculation.
Let me finish. I listened to you talk for
Why you yelling,
15
bro?
minutes, though.
Because I don't like you, Trent.
I
Because
listen-
you always make me mad. Because you
I
ain't
didn't do
here.
nothing.
I let you-
What do you mean?
Because you ain't here.
let you-
Old dusty ass motherfucker. Go ahead, Ron. I'm listening to you. You was saying.
You know what? I ain't even got a
I didn't
response.
understand that.
I ain't even got a response to that.
Yeah, go ahead, Ron. You was saying something.
Anyway, but
you
the
was saying
main
something
topic-
equally as worthless. Go ahead. What was you saying?
Fuck you. That ain't worthless. You bastard. You rat bastard. You heard that before, ain't you?
I'll be a bastard, but not a rat bastard. I'm not a rat.
Rat bastard.
No rat.
Anyway, so look, the main topic. We gotta get back on topic.
We got a topic.
The main topic. The main topic was how can we allow celebrities to be our leaders, and why do we believe these motherfuckers?
That was a topic.
And yeah,
Thanks, Crystal.
So when we look at 50 Cent, 50 Cent kind of recanted his statement, whatever. We'll take that for a grain of salt. But you look at Lil Wayne, Ice Cube, Kanye West, Jeezy, some other folks who've come out and jumped into the and a lot of people talk about LeBron James, but see, I don't really call LeBron James a leader. He's just he's an impactful influencer, I guess you could say, because he actually puts his foot out there and does stuff. Right? When I look at Ice Cube and Jeezy and Kanye West and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson,
You don't see shit.
I mean, you have to go out there and look. But LeBron James is actually doing stuff for his community. It's going back to Akron,
I don't think
Ohio.
anybody is given any serious. Nobody's looking at these guys seriously. Now, people that listen to, like, if we'll talk about a celebrity or whatever, that actually has things to say or whatever, and has been moving and shaking and doing his thing for years or whatever, is Killer Mike. Like, if you're going to listen to a celebrity and somebody that's got something
Listen
to
to
say,
that one.
That's been been doing it, right? It's him.
Yeah.
I don't even think he got a whole lot of money. I just think that he makes shit happen.
Well,
He's a businessman too. He got restaurants, barbershops. He's doing it all, man. Outside of rapping, huh?
Plus, he's would run the jewels. Yeah.
Outside of running, he's doing it all, man.
So let's ask the question. Let's ask the question. Like, all right. So Trent, you said that you don't believe a lot of people are giving these people clout. They're not really listening to them.
No.
I disagree with that. I think that people are listening to them.
Why you say that?
I mean, you see it all over social media.
But I mean, just because somebody posted, don't mean they listening to them.
Are you talking about Trump people, Crystal, or are listening to what they're saying?
I mean, it's
Why
not just
be Trump people.
It's
Why
not
couldn't
just a
be
Trump.
people?
Because no, he's got a good point. He's got a valid point because what he's saying that a lot of people use that as propaganda to say, oh, look everybody, they're sitting here with the president and saying that this is working, this is that, this is why you should vote for him. But yeah.
I mean, I see it on both sides.
Trent.
I see it on both sides with the Trump camp. A lot of people. Back to my original statement, Trump is a celebrity, and even now he acts more like a celebrity than he does a politician, and people are drawn to that. So you see a lot of the Trump camp, that they worship him no matter what he says and does. They're gonna believe him regardless. They're gonna stand up for him. And then on the opposite side, you have other people like 50 Cent, like Kanye West, and I've seen it on social media where people are like, "Oh, I'm voting for Kanye West. I'm going with him." Even though he's not really a viable political candidate, but people are like, "I'm writing in his name. I can't go with Biden. I can't go with Trump. I'm gonna
fuck that.
Write in Kanye."
Bro,
I'll be shocked if
Why you
Kanye
gotta
got
emphasize
1% of the
that?
vote.
I'll
be shocked if Kanye got 1% of the vote.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked.
He's not even on all the ballots. So
I would be shocked if he got 1% of the vote.
I wouldn't be shocked because people do look up to celebrities. I'm not saying that they should. I don't think they should, but there are a lot of people who, they don't listen to the news. They don't really read articles. They don't really.
You mean like Rob?
They don't really care what is like going on in the current climate, but they care about celebrities. They watch movies. They listen to music. So these are the people that they look up to. And I don't think it should be that way, but that's just the way it is. So
fuck you, Trent. You know what?
You was waiting for her to finish.
Never mind. I was gonna say. So I ain't gonna say shit. I ain't saying nothing.
And I mean, there's some.
But you waited for her to finish.
There are some celebrities that I think that use their platform for good, and there's some that just don't give a fuck, and they have that celebrity status, and they come out and say, "I'm voting for this person." I mean, I don't think they should be punished for that. I mean, that's, their right to say who they
punished.
Not punished, but you know what I'm saying. I don't think they should be chastised for coming out and saying, "Oh, I'm voting for Trump." Or
the fuck are you? Not you, but who the fuck is? I don't understand this shit. Listen, I don't give a fuck who you vote for.
Well, you don't.
Just vote.
But
that's all I care about.
I don't care who they vote for either.
Right.
But what I'm saying is people coming out and going after Ice Cube or going after whoever because of who they're voting for. I don't think that they should.
Yeah.
I don't think that people should go after them for who they vote for. That's their opinion.
You got Alyssa Milano, who's a left-wing crackpot. You got all these people out here that are, there's just as many people on the left wing that are just completely out of their fucking minds as there is people on the right. You got Christopher Walken.
Remember that video?
Huh?
You saw that video of the little boy that attacked that man, and then the lady, the mom, I guess she got mad. It's a video out there.
I don't think I saw it.
You saw the video? That was all at a rally in Georgia.
Yeah.
And the little boy, I guess he got mad and attacked. He was a Biden-Harris supporter. Yeah. And then so was his mom. And they attacked some Trump supporters.
No shit.
Yeah, and did
it go left?
It did, because the mom called them country rednecks, and they called her country redneck. I was like, well, I mean, y'all both in Georgia, so it's
all y'all rednecks. But I just don't understand where we get off just thinking that our opinions are the only thing that matter in the entire world.
Well, damn, and then Rob, take a bite of your own cookie.
What are you talking about? Like, you guys are the same fucking way. The same way. Me personally, I can only speak for myself. I would never try to speak for the Republican Party, and I would never try to speak for, I would never try to speak for Trump supporters. But me personally, I don't give a shit who 50 Cent votes for. I don't care who Ice Cube votes for. The only thing I'm impressed, just like I'm not a fan of Tyler Perry's. But guess what? He flew my favorite singer from California to New Jersey to be buried.
Whitney Houston.
Yeah. So therefore, he's got my respect for that. Oprah Winfrey, I could give a shit about. Why? Because she's a billionaire and doesn't do shit for nobody. And, I mean, you put Tyler Perry, Michael Jordan, fucking Oprah Winfrey, and a couple other, Robert Johnson. You put all these black billionaires together, they could adopt half the goddamn country and provide health care for everybody in it.
Okay.
But they won't do that shit, though. But they rather tell you about how you're falling short of the glory of fucking socialism or whatever, and this is what we want you to do. My philosophy is this.
Boy.
Welcome. Fuck them up against the wall with handcuffs on and crazy glue on their lips.
I mean,
that's Bernie Mac, man.
I'm just saying, man. A lot of that stuff you talked about of yourself. Anyway, hey, we gotta go. Wow the week.
It's the Wow of the Week with Rob.
So here we go. We got a video here that was shot. It was in Colorado. Go ahead and play the video.
Hey, gun! He's pulling. What's your name? I'm calling the police. What's your last name? What's your name?
Daniel Burris.
Daniel Burris, okay. What's your name? Because I got it on video that you pulled a gun on girls. I have it on video. It's fucking water, you snowflake. It's water.
So this right here is a fan submitted Wow of the Week. But this took place in Colorado. And where it was basically this guy is a Trump supporter. And he had some liquid thrown on him of some sort. Don't know if it was acid, poop. It could have been, tobacco juice cup or whatever. But somebody threw something on him. And instead of this guy just backing up and seeing if his skin was burning or just taking a couple of steps back and catching his breath or whatever, this fucking idiot pulls a damn gun and starts waving it the fuck around at people. So let me get this straight. Somebody throws something on you and your first reaction is to pull a gun and shoot some goddamn... How much... that's why I am a pro supporter of the Second Amendment. I'm a pro supporter of the Second Amendment. Make no mistake about it. I think that everybody should be allowed to own a gun if you're legally allowed to.
Rob, I got this question for you, dog. If that was you, what would you have done?
We'd have been scrapping out that motherfucker. Bullshit. But I ain't put. No, I'm not putting.
You would pull the gun out of that dude.
I would not, man. I wore a gun every damn day for years. And let me tell you something. I've never. Most motherfuckers never even know if I have a gun on me or not.
You got a gun on you right now, Rob?
Maybe. But I mean, it's not something that you do. You just don't do it. And this idiot, like, he's waving, and nobody else recognized it until after she said it. He's got a gun. He's got a gun. That's when everybody was like, "Oh,
I mean,
shit,
he did pull it out, though. You know,
I mean, he had it in his hand,
but you know what? It kind of goes against what the people on the right have been saying for years. Don't pull it out if you ain't going to use it. A lot of conservatives have said, "Hey, if you're gonna pull that gun out, you better make sure you use it." And apparently, he ain't ready for that.
Well, you know the reason why the conservatives say it?
Why is that?
Because the damn liberals they're not allowed to legally own guns. Half of them are fucking criminals.
Well, now he's a criminal now. So
yeah, I'm talking about you, Trent.
No. So, but
where you get those numbers from?
Yeah, where we get those facts from?
I pulled them out my ass, just like you do the rest of your facts.
Just like all your other facts.
Just like you do the rest of your facts.
All right.
My goodness.
But
Thank
yeah,
you.
I agree. He shouldn't have pulled out that gun. And
I
I
agree.
agree
I
with
agree
that
with you.
statement. Don't pull your gun out unless you're going to use it. I mean,
That's the quickest way to end up dead.
Yep.
Because if somebody else has got a gun now, you've got a gun in your hand, you're a threat. And now they could legally drop you. And that's really what it. So just don't do it.
I mean,
Don't do it. Or even better yet, leave your shit in the car.
I agree with
Leave
that.
your shit in the car, man.
It was not innocent women, but women
And kids. There were
He
teenagers.
was up, but look at his eyes. Look at his eyes.
He was
When
on
you
that
go back-
meth. He was on that meth.
He was methed up. Meth and mad beats, yo. Just like Trent. Just like Trent.
How you know about that meth, Rob?
When he goes to kiss himself in the mirror while he's putting his lipstick on. And he said, put the lotion on its skin. Yeah. He does that shit every single weekend. That's the reason why he ain't here right now.
Crickets, man.
That's exactly the reason why he ain't. No crickets. No crickets for you, dog.
Nah, bro. The cricket's reserved for people that's here.
That's right. Oh.
Damn, Trent, you getting roasted on both fronts.
Trent know how it is when he gone, man. He get roasted.
I just wonder if you can pick that gravel out your ass crack because you're getting drugged right now. So,
man,
you know, just
y'all
wanna
gotta be
right.
better, man. Be better.
Be better.
Be better.
Here. Be here, nigga.
How was that a good comeback? Be here. You said that 5 times.
Shut up.
Can we move on to the confession letter?
No.
It's confession time with Trent B.
All right, everybody. So confession letter. All right. So here we go, y'all. This is. It was hard for me to read the first time, so this is interesting.
What? His girl.
All right. So. He said what?
I said your girl wrote this letter, man.
Oh boy.
Okay. Anyway, so here we go, y'all. I had Robert Waples constantly asking me
there you
for
go.
months,
There
so I
you
finally
go.
took the bait.
Come on,
Went to St. Lucia to go, and everything started off just lovely. However, a couple of days in,
Hold on, start over, bro. Start over,
Yeah,
start over,
man.
my bad. Start over, dog.
okay, y'all. I had Robert Waples constantly asking me for months, so I finally took
Dirty bastard. You dirty, rotten bastard.
We went to St. Lucia a week ago, and everything started off just lovely. However, a couple of days in, I noticed that Robert didn't like the bathe. I confronted him about it, and he decided to downplay it, saying he showered when I was asleep. His balls still stink. One night, he got mad because I wouldn't give him any of the goods, and I told him he wasn't about to do anything with me with stinking balls and a crusty dick. It had crust on it, y'all. So the final straw was on an excursion. Robert gets bipolar and attacks the clerk, punches me in my mouth, and we get kicked out only for him to return to the resort and throw all of my stuff out. No issues. The staff and I gathered my things, and I got myself a suite and decided to go to Barbados alone the next day. I'm thinking of a lawsuit or let it go. Thanks for your input.
Oh man.
So let's be clear.
I want to say something. So I ain't
The
saying
letter was not about Rob. It was about somebody else.
Thank you.
I'm just reading what she wrote, bro.
See?
So we had this young lady send us this letter yesterday. When I read it, I was like, oh shit.
What would you like?
Oh shit. I was like, damn. Like, you're a grown ass man, dog.
That's disgusting.
That's terrible.
You a
Well,
grown
first of all, okay, ladies, do not go on a trip with somebody that you don't know their hygiene habits. Like, I'm not blaming her, but
Sometimes
first of all,
you just want to jump on a jet plane and fly.
Do not. If y'all know it's gonna go down in the bedroom on a trip, make sure you do a test run before you jump on a plane with somebody. Because the worst thing you want to happen is this, or you go somewhere with somebody and it's whack. But back to what she was asking about her pressing charges or lawsuit. Number one, I think she should press charges on him, not just a lawsuit. But if she just goes for the lawsuit, the dude could be crazy and come after her. So I would definitely look at pressing charges.
What are they gonna do? Attack her with the stinky balls?
No, he punched her in her mouth.
He go teabag her. Teabag her.
It said
that put the stinky balls on you.
It said he punched her in the mouth. So if he's already doing that, this dude is crazy. So
is this really secretly you, Crystal?
Hell no.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
If it was, would you tell us?
Yes, I've never been to St. Lucia. So.
Okay. Well.
Nah, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, to kind of back up what she said. First off, when you got on the plane, you knew you was gonna have to give it up. Ain't nobody taking you to St. Lucia for free. That's the first thing.
See, now we getting back to the topic of last week. Because now we're talking about what is expected and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And I don't want to make that assertion that's saying, hey, just because you're taking a trip, you're going to expect.
Hey, if I put you on a plane and fly you anywhere, which I would never do, by the way.
Because Trent got on me talking about the bottle of champagne. I was just like, yo, and y'all was like, you and Trent was like, yeah, that's what you expecting something. And I don't think that a lot of people. I didn't say
that.
Huh?
I didn't say that.
He's like, huh?
Boy, I will play that shit back right now if I could. You said you was like
he asked you why you would give the champagne.
And I was saying that here's the thing.
A
lot of people do things just to do it. I don't think. And I get what you're saying, that when you say, "Oh, he was gonna be expecting something," I don't think a lot of people would be expecting something. Now, this crusty nigga right here,
I would. I put your ass on the plane.
What?
We gonna get funky on the way there. We gonna get funky there. We gonna get funky on the way home.
If I'm getting on a plane, you better be giving up something to me. I ain't getting on no plane for nothing.
Yeah, we got a real one here, y'all. Okay. Yeah.
So that's why I ain't going on no trip with nobody unless it's going down.
The baby cougar has spoken.
The baby cougar has rapped.
Now there was one situation where I did.
Cougar don't play them games.
That's right.
There was one situation where I ended up going on a trip, but it wasn't him and I going. We booked a trip with a bunch of friends, and everybody canceled except for him and I, and nothing happened between us. But if I'm going on a trip with somebody,
fuck that.
You getting
margaritas all the way around, and why you staying in your room? Why don't you come stay in mine? I'll sleep on the couch.
Well, hey, just make sure you wash your ass. All right. So
apparently this dude. This is disgusting.
But she's asking. But the basic question that she's asking is, should she go for the lawsuit?
No.
Let
it go.
Press charges. Charges. The man hit her.
Yeah, but it happened in a foreign country. You're gonna have to. It's gonna cost you more money to try to get a conviction out of that guy.
Yeah, but
let that shit go. Fuck that guy. You know what I mean? Like, you was wrong for fucking going. So I mean, real rap. Just like you said,
she wasn't wrong for going, but
would you have went?
I would have made sure that.
You shut up, Trent.
That we did a test run before we go, and if he's crusty balls, stinking balls,
then you agree with me.
Then
she was wrong for getting on a plane
trip.
and not knowing this dude's hygiene habits, not knowing whether or not he had funky balls.
I mean, I just think she didn't know him well enough to go on a trip.
Yeah, I mean,
for a week.
Dude's got dusty nuts. You know what I mean? Like, it's a problem.
Or she didn't say a week. She went a week ago. But I don't think. Yeah, she should have went not knowing him that well.
We're going to have to go through our audience and check out whose passport got stamped within the last week so I can determine and deduce who it is which one of our fans actually did this and wrote this so I can give some more personalized advice.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, but
this was awesome. I love it. Thank you very much for writing this in. I say fuck it, let it go, move on with the rest of your life. Just don't do no dusty, rusty, musty motherfuckers anymore, and you'll be good to go. She must be fine as shit. She gotta be fine if a dude gonna fly her to fucking St. Lucia.
I agree that she should, since it happened in a foreign country, maybe she should let it go because it's gonna be hard.
I just can't get past the fact that the motherfucker ain't washed. That's just nasty. You a grown nasty, you a grown ass man, dog.
A lot of nasty motherfuckers out there.
Look, I take a shower I'm gonna say some fucked up shit. I take a shower every Saturday, whether I need to or not.
Man, that's more fake news, man.
Every Saturday?
Says a motherfucker laying in a bathtub now.
Time out.
This motherfucker shooting the damn show from the fucking bathtub.
Time out. I don't think y'all heard what Rob just said. Time out.
That is disgusting.
Break it down to him, Rob. Break it down.
If y'all listen to what Rob just said, he take a shower every Saturday, whether he has to or not. He didn't say every day. He didn't say every morning. He just said every Saturday. So, Trent, back to what you was reading. I think this shit is about Rob.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here.
That's Robert Shamar right there.
You shut up.
I don't think y'all heard what he said. Did y'all hear what he said? He said every Saturday. He didn't say every Monday.
Just on Saturday.
He didn't say every day of the week. He just said every Saturday.
Just Saturday.
You nasty nigga. Anyway,
I'm gonna get you back, Trent. I'm gunning for you now. You in the
man, you've been gunning for me all day, bro.
Man, shut up.
All right, look, check it out. We gotta close it out, but we'll be right back. We'll let the conversation continue. We ran over a little bit. So, Big Trent out there in Wonderland.
Ain't nothing big about Trent.
How can they reach you, player?
That's what she said.
It says the crusty ding-a-ling. Anyway, they can reach me at Trent B. Franklin. Actually, you can reach me at Trent B. Franklin.
Oh,
all right, look, man. All right, see, goddamn, dog.
Which
one is it, bro? Which one is it, bro? Which one is it? Is it at the Trent B5 or is it Trent B. Franklin?
A disabled person, man. Come on.
Which one is it? Disabled.
He was like,
ain't nothing wrong with you, motherfucker.
He know what he doing. He know what he's saying.
Ain't nothing wrong with you, man. Oh,
I ain't
me?
talking about me.
I ain't nobody. You can reach me at Donkey Faces. Yeah, and I expect you to hit me
reach
up.
him at Dirty Ding.
Crystal started laughing.
You can reach Trent at the Krusty Krab at BikiniBottom.com.
Ooh, boy. Crystal was tickled at that. I ain't never heard Crystal laugh like that.
Miss Chris 757. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Crystal was down. Yo. Reach me on Instagram at DocRJ.5, on Twitter at RJSpeaks100. Make sure y'all follow us on Facebook at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. You can also catch us on Instagram at Comfortable2Uncomfortable.talk. Make sure you go to our new boy, we need some followers on YouTube. Hey, man, make sure y'all go subscribe on YouTube. Comfortable Being Uncomfortable, the podcast. One word. Man, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Send it to a family member or a friend and just tell them to hit the subscribe button. I don't care if you watch a video or not. Just hit the subscribe button. I do care if you watch the video. Just hit the subscribe button. Right? Look, y'all know the deal. We'll be right back here in the next couple of minutes. But we're also we're coming to you next Tuesday.
This Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Because it's next Tuesday because Sunday starts the day of the week. Starts a new week. Am I right?
What?
Sunday starts the new week. Because when people, y'all laughing.
No, it doesn't matter if it's this Tuesday. It's the
next Tuesday.
It's
all right,
this
fine.
Tuesday.
Whatever you want to put it.
2 minus 3, carry the 1, plus the 4.
Trent over there died laughing.
Yo, Doc always get into some technical shit when he get his back up against. Will you ever notice that, Trent?
No, I'm just saying.
Every time he get his back up against the walls, you make a correction. It's like, well, no. Actually, what it was if you carry the 4, divide the derivative by 3, you'll end up with
That was a good one. That was a good one. Anyway, we'll be here this Tuesday, Crystal. We'll be here this Tuesday, November 3rd. Is that the right date?
Yes.
Okay. November 3rd for the election. All right.
My bad.
So y'all make sure y'all tune in. We're going to be here at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. That's when we'll start kicking things off. We'll go for an hour or two and then probably come back and do the winners. I just want to show y'all what we got planned for y'all. We're gonna have election night coming up with the tally of who reaches 270 first. All right. So if they have a idea, we'll put the numbers in like that, and if not, we'll continue on the following Saturday. Hopefully by that Saturday, November 7th, they'll have a winner. Look, y'all, stay tuned for coming up show for the overtime segment. Make sure y'all tune into that, and then we'll be right back. All right, peace.